What is the absolute worst that can happen to you if you're falsely accused of an offense? I've had a lot of, worried people coming to me and saying, I'm falsely accused. What's going to happen? I'm so worried. This seems like the end of the world. I do not know what's going to happen. I have to calm every single one of them down, and I have to explain to them that the way the criminal justice system in the country works, I've talked about it in prior videos as well. Bail is the one thing that the police, the judiciary, the lawyers, everyone focuses on. But once the bail aspect is over, getting a conviction in a false case, if you have done decent amount of work collecting your evidence and you have a decent lawyer as well, will be very, very difficult for you to happen. It is going to be very, very easy for you to get an acquittal. Now, talking about the worst case scenario, if you are falsely accused of an offense which is of a grave nature where you could possibly go to jail as well. Of course, you apply for anticipatory bail, you agitate it from the Sessions Court to the High Court to the Supreme Court to the best of your ability. And then, if you fail everywhere, you surrender before the court and then you apply for regular bail before each of those courts again. One of these days, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe a month from now, you will definitely get bail. You will not indefinitely stay stuck inside the jail. However, of course, after getting bail, you have to ensure that you are not convicted for the offense with which you have been charged with. And therefore, you move your applications, you move all your remedies in law, you move against the false accuser as well in the appropriate forums, not waiting for the matter to get over, because that's a separate issue of charging the person with giving false evidence at a later stage. But there are several other things that you can do as well. For example, if you're falsely accused, in all probability there was a threat of you being accused falsely by this person, and the person says, if you don't pay me the money or if you don't do this ABCD thing, then I'll file this case against you. If that threat has been made, that becomes an offense of extortion. So you go and you file your own complaint before the police, and if the police are not doing anything, you move the court seeking your relief of punishing your false accuser with the offense of extortion. Apart from that, you can also file a civil suit for damages, perhaps injunction as well, applicable on a case to case basis. There are a bunch of things you can do. If you have decent legal representation and if you put in the work that I've just talked about, you don't really need to worry much if you are falsely accused of an offense, because at the end of the day, the court also is not just going to look at the allegations and your rebuttal. The court will also give you the benefit of the doubt as has been mandated by criminal jurisprudence. What I mean to say is, if you are falsely accused of an offense in this country, once the bail aspect is over, you might get anticipatory bail or you might spend a couple of days, weeks, months in jail. After that is over, if you're falsely accused, it is an absolute certainty that you will get an acquittal. And therefore, even if you're falsely accused of an offense, you don't need to think that this is the end of the world. You don't need to sign over all that you have toward and give it to the other party. You have to take it as any other challenge in life and just deal with it to the best of your ability.